guys, what's up? This is Apostle MB with your morning motivations for you. I pray you guys are having a wonderful start of your day on today. And as you're preparing yourself for today, I want to talk to you for just a few moments from a thought of never stop going. Never stop going. You know, on the inside of each and every one of us, there is a natural push, a thing that literally drives us, that causes us to want to do and achieve certain things in life. Things like financial goals, things like educational goals, as well as natural things, homes, cars, and all of that other stuff. Inside of every one of us is that natural drive that we want to basically, in all essence, that we just really want to be better. And as we begin to look at that, the sad fact about this natural drive is that we sometimes allow things like mentalities and people in our lives that will weaken this drive, or even many times kill that drive or that push. What do you mean, Apostle Beckton? We are excited. We're wanting to really achieve some things in life. I want to do great in life. I want to, maybe it's I want to get this degree, or maybe you're wanting to get to a certain place financially, goal that I want to get to where I'm comfortable. So I'm going to work real hard, or I'm going to strive to do certain things, and then we allow certain mentalities or thoughts or ideas. Simply what I often talk about is the crutch mentality, where we simply say, I just can't do it. I can't do it. And if I can't have any help, I won't get it done. Or excuses. And excuses, oftentimes, as I often tell my church that I pastor, I tell them, I said, we do whatever we want to do. When we don't want to do it, we offer an excuse as to why we can't do it. And then we sometimes allow people to speak into our life. People that oftentimes, and don't misunderstand me, but sometimes we value people that have not done what we're trying to do, and we allow those individuals who've not done anything close to what you're trying to do, we allow them access into our drive, or we allow them literally to speak into our life and tell us, oh, you don't need to do that, oh, that's not, that's not important, or they hinder you from moving forward. So what literally happens is we have to be careful, because if we don't, we won't ever achieve what we need to get. We won't ever accomplish what we need to go. So we've got to get a level of something in us that says, I'm going to do this. I'm going to literally keep going, pushing, moving forward. Yesterday on my way to work, and when I got to work, and I parked my vehicle up under the shelter, and I got out, and as I was walking to go into the door, prior to pulling into the parking lot, I observed a young man walking on the sidewalk. He probably was somewhere, I would think, in his late 20s or very early 30s. And what caught my attention was the fact that he had a long stick, and this was more of a rod, not a wood stick, but a metal object in his hand, and it was long, and it was touching the ground, and he was tapping this object, and he was going from left to right, just tapping on the concrete in front of him as he was walking. And I quickly, as I stopped at stop sign in front of my building, I noticed that the gentleman apparently was blind. And I sat there for a second. He was coming, and I actually was in his path, and so I had to move quickly. But I sat there for just a few seconds observing of the fact that here this young man, with no one around him, walking down one of the busy streets, one of the main streets of Clinton, walking on the sidewalk of the street, and he's tapping that stick, and he's approaching another street. He's coming up to a T intersection, and so I pulled in, and I quickly I turned around, and where I park at under the shelter, I can see back out to the road. And by the time I got out, got my bag and all, and got out and started walking to the front of the building, he had done crossed the street and was going on past my job, and he was just tapping. And I got out and I stood in the yard for just a moment. And he had, apparently his cell phone had music playing, and he was just tapping. And he was not cautiously going. He was moving at a good space. And I thought real quickly to myself, I said, this man would have all of the excuses in the world. I'm blind. I got to have someone to take me where I need to go. I got to have someone to assist me because I can't see where I'm going. And yet this man is out on the sidewalk walking, and he is making his way to where he was going in. And when I saw that, I thought about how many of us that got good vision, how many of us that got good natural vision, but yet we allow people and things that we really could overcome, things that we really could defeat and defy and move on and accomplish what we need to go, but instead we sit at a standstill. And we use excuses, and we use crutches, and we allow people to speak to us and tell us what we can't do, what we're not able to do, what we cannot accomplish, and what we will not be able to accomplish in life. And yet we take that and we give volume to that, and we never accomplish it. And what literally happens is we stop going. And the moment you stop going, my brothers and sisters, you will stop growing. So today I tell you, never, don't let things stop you from going. You know, in Philippians 3 and 13, the Apostle Paul writes, and I'm reading this to you, this out of the NIV 13 and verse number 14. He said, brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself to have taken hold of it. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind, and I strain what is towards what is ahead. I press, and this is what you got to get inside of you, my brothers and sisters. I press on towards the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenly bound in Christ Jesus. I press. And today, that's what I want you to develop in you, a press. That means the fact that in spite of what comes in my mind and tell me I can't do it, despite who comes in my ears and tell me I can't do it, I have got to get a press. I've got to keep going on. I've got to never allow, if it's your goal, then press yourself until you accomplish it. If it's a financial level you're trying to get to, if it is an educational level you're trying to get to, if it's a natural level, whether it's a car you want or a house you want or something you want to do, don't stop going. Keep pushing, keep pressing until you accomplish that thing you are striving for. Say with me today, I'm never going to stop going. And when you see somebody that seems like they want to drag their feet, look at them. So don't stop going. You keep pushing. You keep pushing. Even when it don't seem like it's getting there, you keep pushing, and you're going to see some results take place. Guys, this has been Apostle MB. I pray you have a wonderful day and wonderful remaining of your week, and we hope to catch you back at the end of the week for another morning motivation for you. Shalom.